Good morning, traders. Just looking here, my AUUD swing getting a little poppy pop here. Vino. Getting very close to dumping Vino. Okay. Let's get this watch list going. Got MRIN climbing. Let's just take that off. Ooh, Vino with a little bit of PR today, so maybe Vino's going to start popping. That would be nice. I can finally get out of it. ENVB. Nah. ACHV. We're getting a lot of things popping up right here this morning. See, SPY. What is the SPY going to do? SPY curling over a little bit. Let's see what happens there. You guys getting me all right? You guys let me know. Say something in the chat here. Let me know everything's working. For some reason, I've got a no data little thing showing on YouTube Studio, so I don't know if it's just lying to me or not, but if somebody could please kindly just throw something in there in the chat real quick. Alf still exploding. Are you in? Run is running. ACHV, that's in there. TKNO, nothing there. GBR, nothing there. I'll take WWR off. All good, all right. Thank you, Dom. Appreciate that. Good morning, buddy. AXCP could be one to watch. One of those low float IPOs. Wish we can take that off. That's dumping. PRS not doing too much. So right this second, guys, I'm not going to jump in anything because it is Monday. I'm going to give it about 15 minutes here because we're getting a lot of random pops, and I don't want to jump in anything that is going to be just a quick pop and then a drop. I want to make sure we're going to be in the play, or I'm going to be in the play anyway, whatever the play is. I don't know what it is yet. Let me see, and pop back over to Schwabi here. The old Schwaber. Yeah, I'm still up 50 on AUD. Let's look on this daily high count scanner. WKHS getting a little pop up. Oh yeah, I can't drag them. I'm not gonna trade WKHS anyway, but it is getting a nice move up. What's that? Tilray, a little pot stock getting a little action there. Sundial up to $1. Yeah, not a lot going on right this second. Yeah. Yeah, it might be time to be looking for some long term on silver. You could be right. TRCH. Just no volume. Oh. Yeah, I see what you're saying here. Huh. Oh, they're doing a reverse stock split. So it's frozen right now until they get that reverse stock split done. That's what's probably happening. That's going to be, yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. FRX. Alpha still looking pretty decent here. XCP selling off. SNCR with another offering, it looks like. I don't want anything to do with that. IKNX starting to slowly pop. Got very little volume, but does have a possible. Yeah, it's crossed over. It's bullish above all EMAs. I ran a 25 the other day. Keep IKNX on close watch. Maybe about to rip. I may start to look for an entry here. Just say no to Tilray. Yeah, I plan on trading Tilray, so just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait everything out a little bit. Vino, 3 green candles in a row on the 5-minute. Not a lot of volume on it yet. If volume starts coming into Vino, it could start popping. It's been my swing for a week now. TKNO still possible watch. PASS. Yeah, Pan America. I was gonna say I know this silver company. Yeah, PAS I like, and it's actually at a good price right now on the daily chart. Yeah, just hitting just now hitting the low of year. Yeah. Basically got this downtrend here at 35. The only thing I don't like is bearish below all EMAs, but it is at a low year, which is interesting. Let's see. Let's look at it on the max chart. They've paid dividends consistently for 11 years, so that's a good sign. I like that. If it does drop, let's see. Overall, yeah, so it's trying to hold up the 100-day right now on the weekly chart. It's kind of been consolidating sideways for a year. But yeah, I like Pan American. I mean, if it cracks that $28 area, this is really strong support right through here, though. I mean, this is strong support that it's sitting at right now, because you got where it hit there, hit multiple times there, bounced off of there, and then that held up as resistance there. So this area that it's at is very strong support, and the 100 days there as well. If that doesn't hold, it's got support at 26, and then of course at 25. So there's plenty of support under it. Yeah, it's not a bad looking silver stock. I can dig it. Well, that's up to you if you want to load the boat on that or not. GRVI, that thing's selling off nothing there. Let's see, IKNX still not doing much. I will get my top 5 picks for precious metal stocks out maybe today. I'll try to get it done today if I can. I know PAAS is on my list of the way I do the top 5 videos is I usually go through and I search for about 10, 20 stocks for whatever that top 5 is, and then I narrow them down. I do side-by-side comparisons and narrow them down to the ones I like the best. So I've already got a pretty list. I just need to narrow them down to my favorites. And I have some ideas which ones I think will be the better ones. But PAAS could make that list. I don't know yet. Like I said, I have to do the side-by-side comparison first. EMV, it's selling off. I don't know. I may be taking a day trade on my swing trade. AUUD is starting to look pretty good here. Like it may start running. VINO is still slowly getting buying in. Both of these may be. Oh, here we go. What do we got going on here? TKNO starting to get a little pop up. Breaking above all the EMAs. So this is technically now bullish. Looks like it needs to break 26. Yeah, strong resistance at 26. But if it can break that, be good to go. GBR getting a little active. Like that. They're doing some type of merger. That's not going to do anything. See, that's why I was waiting everything out, because now everything has popped. Right in this first 15 minutes, everything's came back down. So I'm being disciplined. AXCP, that looks like that's done. That's selling off. GRVI as well. But now we can start. Okay. I may look for an entry on IKNX. Don't know why I can't say that. Volume, this guy's got barely any volume yet. Gotta break that 2050. 20 day on the one is at 970. Yeah, it's got to break 2050 if it's going to get going. Put that line there so I don't forget that, because we are looking at a lot of stocks so far this morning. What a nasty spread. What a nasty, nasty spread. I'm going to try to get in this 40-cent spread at the moment. Eef. So I can pop in there at 2028. No, actually, I may have to mark it in if 2050 starts breaking. I might have to just try to get it hot. I might just have to get it in. Yeah, I'm going. Filled at 2045, not a bad fill. Starting to move. Breaking that 2050 area. See if IKNX can start running. Now be careful if you're going to mark it in this. I mark it in at a very specific time because of that spread. There's a 35-cent spread at the moment. So if you mark it in, more than likely you're going to get filled on the ask quite a bit higher than the bid. Now this is still pretty low volume, so it needs some bigger buying volume to come in to push it again. But we saw a big move on it Friday, and it's slowly creeping up right now. I'm looking for it to come back up to 25. But I've only got 10 shares, so this is a crazy low float. I mean, this is only 2 million in shares, so it's not one that I would go very big on, because this could easily turn around and drop off. We have a big seller at 2098. What's up, Sicilian FN? Yeah, what's the SPY doing, Orlando? That's a good point. Oh, the SPY is dropping a little bit. Yeah, nice little sell-off so far. Have to keep an eye on it. Oh, AKINX starting to move all the way up to $22, just like that, within a split second. See if we break 22. This may start getting going. We only have 300,000 in volume so far. If we start getting 1 million buyers in on this thing is going to go nuts. Testing 22 right now. 22 is holding up at some resistance. That's a good question. Remind me of that question here in a bit after this trade, because this trade I'm going to have to focus on because it's such a low float. Oh, we are pushing. Looks like we're going to try to push 23 here. Just now to 500,000 in volume. And let me see. Let me look at the 1 minute so I can see what's going on. Okay. Here we go. Breaking over 23. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see that 25. Come on. You got just a little bit more to go. There you go. So we're getting a little selling pressure here. There is some resistance at 24. 24 to 25 is going to be strong resistance. We break through 24 and 25, those things will go nuts, but it looks like it's going to slow down right here. Maybe not, just maybe having a little quiet pullback. Oh, here we go. Starting to push up some more. 2350 is holding at some resistance. We got to break through that now. That is the line of importance. I'm trying to get to. That's what I was trying to. My profit target is at 25. That would be a $50 win. So that's what I'm trying to do. Hello. I'm just gonna call you Haladar. Is that oh, little indecision here. Let's see. Depending on what color this candle turns, I'm either gonna get out here or I'm gonna hold, because we got this indecision a little blocky. So we need to see this one turn green and go over it. Look at the 5 minute though, because this is just the 1 minute. Yeah, we do got it on the 5 minute as well. Let's see. We're all over the place right now. This is where it gets sketchy at, because it's such a low float. This indecision could turn into decision very, very quick. And that decision could be down to the downside, so. The ticker is IKNX. Yeah, I was gonna say I got a 1080p camera. It shouldn't be blurry. If it's blurry, then there's something wrong with settings, either on my side or your side. Hold on a second. I'm gonna turn the camera off for half a second. Whoops. Dom made me self-conscious. I had to blow my nose because he told me he could see my boogers. That didn't make me feel. That didn't make me feel very good. I was like, oh shit, better blow my nose real quick. If Dom's seeing my boogers. Um. So well, IKNX was a runner last week, and it was a very low float runner. If you watch the last Rip episodes during the week that I put out, IKNX was on one of those episodes. It was a runner Friday. I think maybe did I talk about it? I'm pretty sure I talked about it on Friday's last Rip episode. So I found it without a scanner. I found it Friday before this move today, and just sitting it on my watch list. And it's starting to come down now, though. So this could be just a consolidation pullback. Where are we trying to hold support at? There's a little bit of support right there where it's trying to hold at. So. Well, yeah. I mean, this thing still hasn't got a lot of volume yet. I mean, it's only gotten 1 million in volume so far, and it's 30 minutes after market open. So, if more buying volume is going to come in, it can start popping at any time. Like if we get big buying volume in, like we're starting to right here. Oh boy. Ooh, if we get an engulfing candle on the 5 minute, this green boy comes over this red. There it goes. That's exactly what I was talking about. Right as soon as I said it, it did it. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. Let's go, IKNX. Let's see that $25. You can do it. Running in at 24 resistance. Like I said, 24, 25 going to be, well, never mind. 24 just broke through like nothing. Oh, no. Okay, it is still holding its resistance, but it did pop all the way up to 24.50. Let's see. We're going to break 24 here. Looks like we might. We don't have any bids up to 24 yet, though. That's a bit of an issue. Let's see, when does this candle close? This 5 minute candle's got 3 minutes to close over the top of this red one. Oh, I didn't look at the 4 hour chart. This is a big U shape on the 4 hour chart. This may actually rip big with that pattern there. This may rip over 25. Big old U shape on the 4 hour chart. We'll see. I think it's going to test 25, but got to get through this 24 first. You see, we're consolidating right at that 24 area. Sing to it. Come on, IKNX. Take me on a trip. We can fly to Mars, where Elon Musk is. Take me to Mars, IKNX. There you go. Let's get to that 25. You want to see that 25? my singing's so awful. I don't know why you guys want me to sing, even if I tried hard. That was me trying pretty hard, and it sounded terrible. In fact, I have a headache from my own singing now. A little consolidation here at 24. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh, we hit that 25 and split second. Oh, here we go. Let's see here. I'm going to get ready to lock out if it doesn't break 25. You know you want to break 25, IKNX. You like it. If you can get up to 30, there's a nice little jacuzzi, little champagne. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy it. There we go. Start breaking that 25. Let's get real frisky here. We're feeling frisky. It's Monday. We're frisky. Everybody's feeling frisky. Let's get frisky. Bid starting to stack at 25. We should see an explosion in a second if it's going to rip hard. But maybe get held up here, so. But to see the frisk, oh, here we go. 26, over 26. There comes that little explosion. Guys, I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to lock it in. 53 buck profit there on 10 shares of this thing. It may keep running, but I'm not going to be greedy. My price target was 25. It ran. See, my dog's celebrating. Hold on just a second, guys. I'll be right back. Oh, look at that. Look at that. What a good sell on that. It could still rip, but I saw that pretty decent area. Lesson of the day is you got to sing to your stocks. No, don't sing to your stocks. This is probably going to keep ripping, though. I would not be surprised. Ooh, oh, we got to switch over to Street Smart Edge now. AUD is looking frisky. AUD's getting a little frisky. I'm up $65 on this guy. Let's go, AUD. Let's see that $5 area. Yeah, my dog, he was frisky there for a minute. They said don't you let go of that. It may still run, but like I said, I'm not gonna get greedy. This was a good run. I stuck to my trading plan. That's all that matters. I don't care how much more it runs. My trading plan was up to 25. Give it a chance to try to break 25. It broke up for a whole extra $1.90. I'll take it. Not gonna get greedy. Just stick to the plan. I have two dogs. I have a little mixed dog. Well, both of them are little mixed mutts. One's like Australian Shepherd and Blue Tick Hound, and the other, I really don't know. He looks like a Labrador and a German Shepherd, but he's small. So even the doctors say he look like a Labrador and a German Shepherd mix, but he's too small to be just that. He's got to be something else. So I don't know. I mean, here's the thing with swing trading. You can be profitable swing trading. There's definitely a lot of profits to be made for sure. But you got to ask yourself, do you want to leave your money in the market overnight right now in this volatile market? I mean, I've swung. I mean, I've got two swings right now, so I am doing that currently myself. But you know, that's something you got to ask yourself, because a lot can change if you're swing trading and you're not keeping an eye on it. Things can change so quickly in the markets. See, WKHS. Oh yeah, that boy is running. Very nice. But it's kind of two different animals. You know, it's like day trading, you're not leaving your money in the market at all. You're just getting your trades and getting out. It's like an ATM. Whereas swing trading, you got to leave your money in there a little bit. And there can be some crazy stuff that happens, like PR coming out in pre-market open at like 4 in the morning. So if you're not up then, you know, it'd be best if you're going to swing trade to use GTC orders, good till canceled, stop loss, a good till canceled stop loss. That way you can protect your capital if you're swing trading, because you definitely don't want to swing trade without a stop loss. Oh yeah. Yeah, that or Orlando made a good point. You can day trade cryptos anytime, 24/7. So if you're looking for that extra money a week while you're learning, because people are going to argue with me on this. There's been several people, including John, who disagree with me, but I literally think that trading cryptos and stocks, there's no difference really. You're just trading chart analysis. And I do have the Framework Fortune crypto channel, which I do live trade on there from time to time, and I do daily crypto updates on the cryptos I'm looking at for the trades. So, you can check that out. That is an option as well. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. There's no difference to me in technical analysis on a crypto and a stock. I'll show you what I mean. Like, I could probably sit here and make a trade in front of you guys right this second on a crypto. But you can trade as much as you want to with cryptos, and like I said, it's 24/7, 7 days a week. So let's see what we got as the top gainer in cryptos right now. We got Stormex, my boy. Good job, Stormex, getting back up there. So like, see, this is a crypto chart. What is the difference between this and that? There's no difference. It's the same thing. You got support and resistance. You can throw your EMAs on Coinbase Pro. You got 2 that you can work with, but above the EMAs bullish, below the EMAs bearish. And this was one I traded last night. You can see right there, got in at 42, sold this bad boy at 45, actually 46. So $4 run on this crypto last night I was able to make. It's no difference. So you don't have to lose the momentum. Let's see, we got a little bit of a indecision candle here on AUUD. I'm going to let that do its thing for a little bit longer. So it looks like it's just getting going. Let's pop back over here. It looks, yeah, IKNX looking like it's going to start moving again, holding up that $25 support. It's starting to curl back up. Yeah, it's about to make a move probably. Break at 26.50 and this thing will be gone. This thing will be out of here. Let's pull up the Webull chart. My money's still all over the place right now, so I'm working on getting it all transferred over, but I don't have any more funds available today on Thinkorswim, so gotta pull up the Webull. I got 1,000 available on Webull. I should just change it over now, but whatever. Let's see here. IKNX. Or not IKNX. There we go. Yeah, nice little U shape there. Market day. I may go 20. Damn, I don't want to. I would rather bought this off of that 20 day. Or not the 20 day, but the 25 area. Just trying. I'm gonna go on a quick, a quickie here. Let's see, where'd I get filled at? 27. So let's see if it can continue to break here. It's got to break 27 and start holding it as support. Starting to come back down a little bit. I'm gonna grab some right off of that 26 area too. Kind of average down a little bit. Now I got 30. Whoops. There we go. Ooh, starting to crack big here. We don't want to crack through 25. Swing options without a stop loss. You're a renegade, Elvis. You are a renegade, my friend. So what are we on? Are we on what chart time frame I am on this right now? Yeah, I don't like that little candle. It's got to be a 1 minute. Yeah, okay, it is a 1 minute. We need to get off this 25 area. We keep testing 25. This is going to crack. Got double volume on this chart. Wonder why I got double volume on the chart for. It's weird. Why? Okay, I was gonna say why are we moving? Now, it did just run big, so it very easily could sell off. So we're testing that 25 support still. Need to get off of that support. So looks like it may crack here. Oh, 25 still trying to hold. See, how the hell did I change the time frame on this? So the bottom there is 24.55. My cost basis is 26.62. Let me pop back over here real quick and look at it. Yeah, we're looking good on that 1 minute. Oh, let me get back over here. I don't want to crack. That's why I don't like buying that high on a breakout or a possible breakout, because there was a little bit of a fake out breakout on that U shape. I should have been a little bit more patient and waited and tried to get it down here. I'd have been a lot more comfortable right now than I am. Yeah, I'm getting ready to cut if it starts cracking below 24.50. See if it's going to hold up here. Not looking good. Oof. Going down that 50-day. Got some support at 23.50. I'll add again here. It's a little dangerous, but that 23.50 can hold. And the 50-day got double support there. Now my position's down to 25.90. Look at it over here real quick. I should be looking at this on a higher time frame. It's kind of ugly on the higher time frame. What we got? Got a few minutes for that to close. I'll keep that on the 5 minute for now. Yeah, I may have to cut out. It's not looking great. That 50-day may crack. Looks like it might. I'm getting a little wild here. I'm gonna have to lock out if it doesn't start pushing back up. That 23 is still trying to hold. Okay, we got indecision candle. Indecision at support. If this guy can close green over this one, we should start to see a trend reversal. If it starts to turn red, then it's going to continue to sell off. Depends on how it closes. Hello, Keith. How's it going, buddy? So it did close over it. There is a little bit of an engulfing, but not as big as I want. It got rejected at the 50, so we need to see this candle get back over the 50. That is not much of an engulfing candle. It's a little engulfing candle, but not what I wanted to see. Very close to cracking. Just needs buying volume to come back in. There's a little bit of buying. We're really low on buying volume the last 5 minutes. Actually, the last 15 minutes we've been low on buying volume. So we got to see buyers start to come back in, or this will just continue to sell off. Yeah, well, the market definitely has been very volatile. That's for sure. There's been some volatility, so if you're not on the right side of trades, it has been brutal. You got to be on the right side of them. Come on, get back above that 50. It's got to get back above that 50-day. Which is at 23.65. I want it off of this 23 area. And to stop testing that support. Nice size buyer there at 12.2340. And starting to push back down a bit. Oh God, this is gonna be sketchy. This is gonna. This may crack here. What you got, IKNX? What you got? So there, okay, we have indecision on the 5-minute candle. So depending on which way that candle goes, that's going to be the direction changer. Yeah, this is Webull. Right now I've got Webull, Street Smart Edge, and Thinkorswim all up. For you guys who have not been around for a little while or following me, I'm currently switching to Street Smart Edge, but my money's kind of all over the place, so I'm slowly making the transition. And it's getting kind of annoying using 3 different brokers, so I'm going to be consolidating it all down to Street Smart Edge here. Hopefully this week. I do have affiliate links for Webull and any of the videos in the descriptions. You sign up using Webull, you get some free stocks, and so do I. Win-win for both of us. Looks like this may crack. We got, what, 4 minutes? Yeah, 4 minutes for that 5-minute candle to close. Oh, here it is. Bam. There. Now I can see my 5-minute. There we go. I was confused. All these platforms are a little bit different, but that's perfect right there. Yeah, so there's that indecision candle, and this following candle so far on the 5-minute is pushing down. So more than likely this is going to sell off unless it starts coming back up here very soon. Yeah. While I was doing that, it actually dropped a little bit more than I would like to see there. So we got support at 21.35. I don't want to hold it down that low. 20 days at 21.40. Yeah, I just basically bought a falling dagger here on this other side. Did you really see that you see that volume on the 5-minute chart here. A lot of selling the last little bit, so that's what I'm saying. We need some big buying volume to come back in, or at least decent sized buying volume. Another green candle like this to push it back up. I still like Thinkorswim, but it's been glitchy lately. And it's not just been for me, it's been for a lot of people. So I'm going to keep my Thinkorswim account. But I'm going to mainly be trading on Charles Schwab on the Street Smart Edge. I'm really liking the Street Smart Edge platform a little bit better than Thinkorswim. Charles Schwab owns both of them. So, in the future I may switch back to Thinkorswim. Who knows? I've been using Thinkorswim for 7 years, so I could easily switch back at any time if I start to not like the Charles Schwab platform. We got the 20-day cross on the 50 on the 1 minute. If this doesn't start coming back up right here in the next minute or two, then I'm going to have to just get out. I'm going to eat this loss. Giving back my profits from the win earlier on this. Because right now, I'm down a decent amount. The selling volume is really slowed down. So if buying volume if it could just get some buying volume, it'll start pushing up again. But I don't like that 20-day crossing over there. Now we're getting a little bounce off this 100-day. Sure, my Rich Dad Poor Dad book is where it can be seen. It's my favorite book of all time, best book I've read, besides Cloudy of a Chance with Meatballs. Both of those books are very, very important for day trading or being an entrepreneur. Well, Robert Kiyosaki's book isn't so much about day trading as it is just being an entrepreneur and a trader and investor. And then Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, if you've not read that book or seen the movie, that is about food raining from the sky, and that has everything to do with day trading. It's a great supply and demand book. So we got a A little back and forth on a little debate here going on about what it takes to day trade between Keith and Dom. Let's see, what did Dom say that got you fired up, Keith? Um, so both of you are right because both of you are your own individual traders, and it does not matter if Dom is fine. Is if Dom's strategy is just looking for a stock with a catalyst and some volume, that can easily work as a trade. If he's being profitable that way, then that works for him. And then whatever you're doing, Keith, if it's working for you like it clearly is, then it's working for you. So it's hard to debate exactly two different strategies like you guys are debating right now. Because there's a lot of factors between both of your tradings that you guys don't know about each other's tradings to even have this discussion, honestly. Like, you two don't know what each other's risk tolerance is. You don't know exactly, what price range y'all are trading in or what floats you're trading or any of that. Like, there's a lot. Like, everybody's different a little bit, so. Yeah. I mean, that's good. I'm not knocking the debate. I'm saying you guys go at it. Have fun with it. I'm just saying, just as kind of from my perspective, that you know, it's it's a debate that's no, it's a debate that nobody can win, basically. Exactly, like One Life said. It's like when DB was in here and he's going, "Oh, you're trading wrong." Like there's more than one way to trade in the stock market and in cryptos. There's plenty of ways to trade. Every single candle is somebody buying or selling, or multiple people buying or selling at different points. Like, so if somebody got in here and sold up here, they made some money. If somebody got in here and sold up here, they made some money. If somebody jumped in on the top right here on a quick scalp, they made some money. If a shorter jumped in here and shorted, they possibly made some money there. And then the support kind of held, so somebody might have bought here, somebody probably bought here. I mean, that's happening because you can see it on the candles. There's buys and sells happening in all these areas. So every single candle is a whole bunch of buying and selling, and some people are making money and some people are losing money. There's a million ways to make money in the stock market. Yeah, for Sicilian's question with the college life, like I would say, if you want to try swing trading, try it out. Just keep, like I said, keep some good till canceled stop losses. So, like I said, if something comes out at 3 in the morning or whatever, you don't have to lose a bunch of money because it came out at while you were asleep or whatever, or at a frat party, whatever you do in your college. We got two indecision candles. Let's see, we may be cracking here. MRIN halted. I'll hop back over to MIRN in just a second. This thing's gotten close. Let's see, look for 1 minute. Oh yeah, this is about to probably crack. Right here's where it's gonna be. I'm about to get out of this. See volume just slowly dying, and buying volume's not coming back in. I may just put a stop loss in this thing. So they just tried to break over. Yeah, it's got to break over the 20-day here on the 1 minute. It just tried to do it, it hit it, and came right back down. Let's see here. It's trying to hold that 20 day pretty hard. Ooh, no, that looks like it's about to crack. Let's see. $150. Oops. 21. Where's that? Let's see. There it goes. Starting to get back above that 20-day. 21.62. Actually, let's put it at 21.60. Starting to get a little buying back in here. Yeah, bouncing off the 20 there, trying to bounce off the 20. Needs to get back above 22.50. A little bit more. You gonna come back alive here? What? The stop price of the stop loss order should be higher than 22.54. Why you say that? What do you mean? It's my stop loss order. I should be able to put it however I want to put it. What are you talking about? Oh, okay. I think I know what it's saying. Okay. There we go. So just take that off. Stop price. 21, what did I say? 65. Okay, so 63. Stop price, day. Okay, so there we go. Got my stop loss in there. So now I'll look at some other stuff. Because it's just kind of riding up to 20 for now. And let's see, let's go ahead and delete that. Okie dokie. Let's check out MRIN. Oh yeah, MRIN got a nice pop. Look, this is a beautiful cup and handle. Beautiful cup and handle play. There's your cup, and then there's your handle, and boom, nice explosion out. So nice rip there. Alf selling off. Are you in? Just crossing all the EMAs on the daily chart. Has a bit of a double bottom here, or maybe a. I don't know if I call that a cup and handle. I just call that a double bottom. Gray. This is going straight up. Running into 713 resistance. PRS, that's selling off. I'll take that off the watch list. SNCR, that's selling off. We'll take that off. ACHV still kind of holding up. This little IPO holding up. Vino. I may sell out of Vino today. ADIL. AEHL, nothing there either. Oh, IKNX starting to come back alive a little bit. Well, yeah, I personally don't. I have a very, very deep seated hatred of Apple products. So I don't invest in Apple. Even if I had your dad's executive discount, I still wouldn't buy Apple. See, AY, this swing I may have to. I'm up to 60 on that swing on excuse me, AUUD. Am I anti-American because I don't like Apple products? Is that a serious question? Do you think Apple products are made in America? I don't think it. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, all you're paying for with Apple is the name Apple and getting an Apple picture on the side of your thing. Like they use the Apple is going to has they're either going to or they just recently have. I don't know which one for sure because I don't keep up that much. Also, I got stopped out there on IKNX dropping down. Yeah, that's a little bit of a painful loss. That's all right, but they use the same graphics cards and chips as everything else. You're just paying for a setup, a whole setup, like whatever Apple's interface is. That's different than Android. You're not really paying for any better equipment. Yeah, right. I do not have an Apple anything. I am on a Logitech camera. I've got an HP and an Asus uh, screens, and then my desktop is some gaming laptop. iBuyPowers, or not laptop, gaming desktop. Uh, I'm wrong. I'm wrong about what? If you're gonna call me out, you gotta at least call me out with what I'm wrong about. I say a lot of stuff. There could be multiple things I could be wrong about. Let's see, MRIN is actually making a bit of a little triangle. Exactly. I don't even eat regular apples. You get that apple pie out of here. There's only two major chip makers that in the chip that has chips that are worth anything, and that's Intel and Ryzen. Apple's supposed to make their own chips, but until they do start making their own chips, they're either using Intel or Ryzen chips. And if they're not, why would you want to use them anyway? And if they're not using NVIDIA or Ryzen graphics cards, then why would you not want to use them anyway? I'm glad you're entertained, Dom. I aim to entertain. Yeah, see right here. Many of Apple's existing Macs use chips from Intel. So, but then they did break their. Okay, so yeah, they are using their own chips now. But originally they were using Intel. Nice break out of this triangle of consolidation there on MRIN, still running. So maybe I'm wrong now, but for the last entire decade, they've been using Intel chips. I don't know. You were asking me about investing in Apple. I just told you my opinion. I don't like Apple products. But just because they're using their own chips now doesn't mean it's any better than using a Ryzen or an Intel i9 or whatever. Yeah, I would have been right last year. still, still, for a decade of paying for an Apple on the side of your computer, that's one of the reasons why I don't like them. So I don't care they changed now. Let's see what Biden and airstrikes. I'm not sure about Biden and airstrikes. I'm sure he accidentally pressed the button. He probably sneezed or farted and hit the button, so that's not anything. AUD starting to move again. And pop back over here to Street Smart Edge at the 4470, so I'm up 67 so far. I'm looking for this to test 5 and break over 5. That's why I'm still holding it. AUD with this nice slow climb it's been on. This is why I've been swinging it. As they got that AI technology breakthrough. This was the day right here, and I'm going to keep saying this just because how important I think this is. This is the day right here they came out with a major breakthrough in AI technology, and the stock only did this. So, PR doesn't always mean anything for day trading. But for swing trading, you can see that PR has continually helped this climb up. And if they get any more news, then other technology breakthrough, it could rip more. But I'm just looking for it to break 5. No, man. 50 cents is good. Well, here's the thing. Here's what everybody's saying: 50 cents is good, and it is good, but it depends on your share size and what price stocks you're trading, right? So, like, if you've got $500 to work with and you buy 2 shares of Apple and it moves 50 cents, well, 2 shares times 50 cents is $1. So you'd only be making $1 profit. But if you've got $500 to trade and you buy MRIN, 50 shares and it moves 50 cents, well, that's $25 in profit. So it's going to depend on your share size and the price of the stock and your risk tolerance, all of that. That's why you got to have a trading plan. But yeah, I mean, they're saying 50 cents is good because most of the stocks that we trade are in this lower price range. So if we get, if you get 100 shares of, $2, $3 stock or $5 stock and it runs 50 cents, that's $50. 50 cents on 100 shares is $50. Now, when you get a lot bigger account, 50 cents is really nice because if you can buy 1,000 shares, then 50 cents is a $500 movement. Yeah, so split your account up. Because your funds are going to settle, only trade 1,200 on Monday and only trade 1,200 on Tuesday, and that way you've got funds that settle to trade all week, every day. Or go to cryptos where there's no such thing as funds settling and no such thing as PDT rules. One of the two. Keith, I'm going to disagree with you a lot. I don't know why you would want to focus on 1% gains. That's like because if you're only focusing on 1% gains, that means you cannot lose anything. Like for a 1 to 2 risk ratio, if your target is 1%, well, that means that your risk would have to be 0.5%. So you're going to get stopped out almost every damn time if you only got that little room of wiggle room for a stop loss. So that's not very, I don't think that's a good thing to say. Focus on your trading plan. Throw 1%, 10%, 50%, who gives a shit? It's like, it's just percentages. Try to make as much money as you can according to your trading plan. Just like on IKNX, before I got stupid and bought it as a falling knife, my plan was to hop in there above 20 when it started breaking 20.50 and to sell at $25. I only went 10 shares, so I invested $200 on this, and it ran $4 on 10 shares, a little bit more than $4, and I made $53 off of $200. What's the percentage? I don't care. I made $50. Once again, you can sit here and say that you can use your account percentage gains or whatever that you've made over the last couple of months, but that doesn't mean that I'm wrong because you were profitable with what you did. It doesn't mean anything. Like, what's in your pockets is not going to change the fact of my pockets. Was you focusing on 1% gains? Because if you only focused on 1% gains, then you could have made 40%. Right now. So for you to be up 40% and try to use for you to say that new traders should use 1%, and then when I give you an argument against you, you say, well, my account is up 40%, so I disagree. No, that you totally contradict yourself there. You can't tell people to focus on 1% gains when you've been focusing on more than 1% gains yourself. That's a big contradiction. Yeah, there you go, Sicilian. Now you're talking. Now you're thinking. Just use a little bit a day. I wouldn't say that. There's no difference. I mean, a low float is going to move faster if there's volume in it. But if it doesn't, like, once again, it doesn't matter. Like, Tesla's not a low float stock. And Tesla's moved 670 to 700 just about. So Tesla's ripped already today 20 something dollars, and it's not a low float stock at all. So I mean, if you're a new trader and you get on Tesla at 694 and then it drops all the way down to 686, that's an $11 loss a share. That's worse than jumping in on MIRN and it dropping 50 cents or $1 right here. So you that's the thing, like, it's all perspective. You can train yourself to have the perspective of, oh, higher price stocks, bigger float stocks are slower. Sometimes they are, but all in all, every investment, every trade is the same, no matter whether it's low float, high price, low price. The only thing that matters is your trading plan on that trade. Make sure you stick to your stop loss. Make sure you stick to your profit target. That's all that matters. All the rest of this shit, it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna get mad. I love debates and discussion. I debate, like, I had Daniel B in my live stream for 2 years arguing with me every day, saying the dumbest shit that anybody could possibly say and telling me that I'm dumb. So, and I only got mad at him once, and it didn't have anything to do with the debate. He stepped over a line he shouldn't have stepped over. But still, the point is, yeah, exactly. Orlando makes a good point too. Not not a lot of new traders have the funds to trade those higher price stocks. Like if you're a new trader and you're starting out with $200, you trading Apple is not going to do much for you. But every investment, every trade, all of them have risk. So it doesn't matter your risk. If you buy Bitcoin at 50,000 and your risk is 49.5, well, that's your risk right there. If you're going to stick to your plan, your trading plan, then it doesn't matter how volatile Bitcoin is. Like Bitcoin could drop 10,000 in a day. But if your stop loss is at 49.5, it doesn't matter if it drops 10,000 because you're only losing your stop loss. So risk is only what you make it. You can't control the profits you make in the stock market, but you can control the money that you lose in the stock market. And that's true for every investment. That is the only thing that you can control, is how much money you lose. So doesn't matter about any of the other stuff. No, it's not. It's not easier to trade pre-market. Pre-market's trickier because you have to use limit orders. You can't use market orders. And if it's a very volatile stock in pre-market, then hold on, I got to get back over Street Smart Edge. My swing trade's up over $5 here, so I got to get ready to lock this thing out. But yeah, you can only use limit orders, and if it's a very volatile stock in pre-market, if you don't get the right price with that limit order perfectly, then you can very easily lose money because limit orders are not guaranteed on the price. Or on the fill. Limit orders are guaranteed the price, but not the order gets filled. So if the price never hits your order, or if the speed of the price is moving too fast, your order can get skipped over, and then you got to try to chase to get in there with a limit order, and then you got to do the same thing on the way down, trying to get out with a limit order. It's not a fun time. I very rarely trade pre-market. Yeah, if you're not using stock market, yeah, pre-market in the first 30 minutes, I would say definitely the first 30 minutes is definitely pretty risky. And it's just because we always see the same thing here lately. Like we see stocks ripping in the first 30 minutes. Like Marin started popping up, but then Marin sold off and consolidated, and now it's having the big break off, and that's with everything breakout. So, like, if you're looking in the first 30 minutes, you might think Alf's going to run to the moon by looking at this candle. Alf is sold off and dropping still. It could come back up, but the point is, that first 30 minutes, same thing, IKNX. This thing ran, that first 30 minutes, and then it sold off the rest of the day so far. So I shouldn't even took this second trade on IKNX. That was a bad trade. I did one good, perfect trade and then one bad, terrible trade. Ooh, AUD is really, really starting to run here. Up to 530. I'm almost up $100 on AUD. How much more you got in you? Oh. And we just dropped back down to 5 whatever. So we got held up at 525. 480. So I'm up 82 on this one. I was almost up 100. It's just now testing 5. I'm gonna let it try to test 5 a little bit longer. Exactly, Sicilian. Exactly. The limit orders, they don't fill, or they don't guarantee the fill. That's why I rarely use them. Like on AKNX or IKNX, I put in a stop loss,
But this stop loss order is not a limit order. This stop loss order will turn into a market order once the price is hit. So my stop price is 21.63. It guaranteed it got me out. So the stop loss market order, which is just going to be stop, is going to switch to a market. And then if you do stop limit, that will only be a limit order, and you may not get filled. So the stop losses I use are just the stop, because just stop means stop market. You're going to get filled for sure with a stop loss. Not a stop limit loss, a stop loss. There's a difference. That's the difference I was explaining. But yeah, that's the stop losses I use. I don't use limit stop losses because just like that, you can lose that $100. Like you said, you can not get stopped out with a stop limit. Let's see. Trailing stops, yeah, trailing stops are definitely interesting. I've played with them a little bit, but I'm still trying to kind of figure them out. I don't feel quite right about them yet. I don't feel comfortable with them. Let's see, what was you asking me? BBD. This looks like, oh, hold on a second. So we got some weird dividend payments here. They paid 8 cents out 12.30, and then they paid another, oh god, that's less than a penny. The dividends are crap, but the price is what is this? So this is a Brazilian company. I am bullish on South American stocks. That's why I'm in Vino. Vino is an Argentina stock. A lot of things going on. I'm looking for it to explode soon, but it may not. It's having some issues. But BBD is a South American company. I'm not exactly sure what they are, and I am bullish on them because the whole rest of the world, and we're not going to get into a political debate or none of that, or an economical debate because you guys will lose. Just kidding. But seriously though, all the big governments right now, America, the European countries, definitely China, they're all more aiming for socialistic and communistic policies, whereas South America has been through that for the past 50 years. Venezuela, Argentina, Brazil, a lot of these places had socialistic policies and their countries went to shit. I mean, you had to have a wheelbarrow full of cash in Venezuela to get like anything. It was so crazy in Venezuela. People had to change the prices on their menus intraday. So like the gas prices you would see on a gas billboard would be like $3, and then somebody would come, the owner would have to come in like an hour later and change it to like $3.50. Like it was so volatile because their currency was garbage, because they used Keynesian economics, which I don't know why. Keynesian economics continues to not work, but because of that, South American countries are embracing free market. That's why we saw El Salvador embrace Bitcoin, make it a legal tender. Paraguay, I'm not sure, I think is in South America. I could be wrong, but they're starting to embrace, I think they're going to try to legalize Bitcoin as their tender. They're embracing free market principles down there, and a lot of expats, people from America with money, are moving to South America. People from Europe, people from these other places where it's they don't like where these policies are headed are moving to South America and building infrastructure. So to me, South America is going to be like a new golden age of growth explosion over the next 10 to 20 years. So Brazilian stocks, yeah, or not just Brazilian, but South American stocks. Um, I'm bullish on them long term. Even in the wine world, that's the whole reason why I'm using or I'm holding Vino as a swing. My wife is a human resource manager at a big corporate alcohol store. Said the Argentina and I think it's Argentina wines are starting to get more popular amongst the wine connoisseur community. So there's already small aspects of some revenue generation coming from South American companies. Well, let's look at this on a longer chart here. So this was all the way up at 22, but they started paying dividends. Yeah, I mean, it's been in a big downtrend. It was down at 3. It's super cheap. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'd have to look more into the company's finances, but it being a South American company, it's been on a very long downtrend. It's now super cheap. They're paying out a little bit of a dividend. It's interesting. It's definitely worth diving into more. Let's see. AUUD consolidating, looking like it's about ready for another pop. Possible another leg up here. You're classy like a box wine. Yeah, so whoops, that's cryptos. Wrong thing. So yeah, Vino made some attention the other day. Pretty sure I day traded Vino on this pop, but then I got back in it here on this candle. Holding for a swing, and it's just been kind of going sideways, dipped down to the 100-day, but holding up so far. But if you look into, what is it, Gaucho? Yeah. This is Vino, Gaucho Buenos Aires. So they've got this clothing brand, but that's not what I like about it. I don't care about the clothing brand. Where's their full-on website? And look at that guy. He looks like he knows what he's doing. No, I don't want to. Let's see. Gaucho Holdings. Here it is. So they've got their clothesline. I don't care about that. But they've got wine estates, multiple wine estates, and mansions, and then the Algadon fine wine. So they have like all of this going on that makes the clothing look like nothing. And then they have the home collection too. But they sell their own wine, the grapes, the ground in that part of South America is very good for growing grapes. And they've got some expensive wines. Like their wines are up, some of them are $100 a bottle. And you can buy them online in the United States now, which makes it even nicer. But you look at these wines, they've got some cheap ones, and they got some expensive ones, but they got the good stuff you want. The Cabernet Franc, the Chardonnay, the Grand Cuvée, the Malbec. Like, it's interesting. It's one to take. It's one to keep a eye on for sure. But I've been talking about it last week since it started its movement. Very low float, only 7.5 million in float. And you can see they got some news. They have been making moves. They have been moving in the world and the markets. And this is what I'm talking about. This summer's already been hot with news for luxury wine, retail, and real estate company Gaucho Holdings. They are in Argentina, where most of their products come from. Things are looking up for the luxury brand. The month of June has been quite busy for Gaucho. They're set to become a part of the Russell Microcap Index. They opened up an Amazon storefront. They've got a Las Vegas joint project they're doing with another company, LVH Holdings. Like, they've got a lot going on. This is a very interesting company. Definitely want to keep an eye on. Boy, AUID is starting to really rip. All right. Oh, yeah. Let's go, AU. Look at this. Look at this swing. Beautifulness. Up $104 now. Up to that 550. I may let it run a little bit more. $100 is not super expensive. Most people stay in the price range of like 25-ish, I would say. But with wine, you have a lot of different types of drinkers. You have connoisseurs and people who are collectors. There's a lot of money in alcohol as far as investing itself. Like, you can buy, if you buy a limited edition wine, like my wife just bought one that she was able to get for like $100 something with her discounts and everything, but that wine is worth $260 and there was only 58 of them made. So, and it was a certain year before the fires in California, I think, or wherever it was from. She knows a lot more about it than I do, but it was the year before the fires burn up all of the grapes in California. So now all the wines that come out of California have a smoky taste to it because the grapes grew out of the smoky burnt ground. So that bottle is probably going to end up being worth quite a bit of money. So there's a lot of money to be made in alcohol. Now, that company having those nice, fresh Argentina grapes, that's going to be some good wine. But there's bottles of wine that's thousands and thousands of dollars. And then you can find a box of wine for like $5. If I didn't know, if my wife didn't know what she knew about wine and stuff, I wouldn't be swinging vino for this long for like I am. But she looked at the stock, and the last time she looked at a stock and told me, yeah, that's one you should probably hold for a while. It was CRISPR Therapeutics last year. CRISPR was at like $40 after the COVID drop, and then CRISPR ran all the way back up to, I don't know what it got to. It was over 100, I think. So when she says it, I listen. MRIN may continue to run. I don't know if I would say it would blow up. Let's see, where's it at? It's... and added Instacart to one of his flagship. I don't know anything about it to know if it's going to blow up. But all I know is it is pretty high right now on this daily chart. Yeah, it just hit a high a year or so as stocks hit a high a year, they're going to slow down the higher they get up. More people are going to sell. If you buy this right now at $7, though, you're risking a drop all the way back down, way down here. So I don't know if I would say that's going to the moon. SPCX, is that SpaceX? What is SPCX? Oh no, this is... What is this? Citi announces support of actively managed SPAC ETF, or SPAC ETF, however you say it. So it's an ETF. Ah, that's interesting because we have seen a lot of SPAC explosions. That's definitely interesting. I had not heard of it yet, but I'm actually gonna put it on my watch list and look into it a little bit more because it's an ETF, so there's a little bit more to it than just a stock. ETF's a basket of stocks, and it's basically a basket. I don't know if it's baskets of shell company ticker symbols, because you have a bunch of stocks that are around on the stock market that are just shell companies. They're not really anything. Investors will buy these ticker symbols and hold them as like a garbage company and just try to stay up to date as loosely as they can, and then they'll sell them to companies looking to IPO into the market. Because if you do a SPAC merger, it's a little easier and a little more, I would probably say, honest than the IPO, because you don't have accredited investors pushing it up right away. Everybody kind of gets a fair swing because you know the SPAC is going to merge with whatever the company is. Like Humble and TSMP. This was a one that Dom called out. Dom nailed this play. He called this out last year. Humble was TSNP back here. It was just a little garbage company, just not hardly doing anything. And then there was the news that it was going to merge with Humble, and you can see it just continued to climb up. But there wasn't accredited investors who can get in the IPO on this before we all can and run the price up. Everybody had a fair shake, so this thing just continued to climb, and everybody was able to make some money off of it, whoever traded it. But this was a SPAC merger, and this one was a very good one. So if that ETF is just the SPACs, like TSMP back here, that are garbage, that's one thing. If it's companies that were SPAC merger companies, that's another thing. So that's why I got to look into it, and I'll find out a little bit more about it. Let's see, AUD up to that 545. I think I'm going to let it run a little bit more. Yeah, I know you made a killing because you messaged me and was like, hey, you got to check TSMP out. It's like at 10 cents. And it's going to merge with Humble, this crypto company. And that's one it's one I'm kicking myself in the shin on. There's been a lot of those, but that was a good call out for sure, Dom. But all right, guys, I got to get going. We'll be back tomorrow for some more live day trading. We'll have some content come out here today, probably some different content. Be sure to check tonight's last rip episode to see how these swing trades go, because I'm gonna hold AUD a little bit longer. I'll let you guys know there how it's going in that episode. So appreciate everybody joining me as always. Stay safe out there. Until next time.